You do not need perfect grammar to start speaking English. You do not need a foreign accent. You do not need expensive classes. What you truly need is courage to speak with just words. Every fluent English speaker once started with broken sentences, small vocabulary, and fear inside their heart, but they kept speaking. That is the secret. Today, stop waiting to become perfect. Start speaking with the words you already know. Most people spend years waiting for the perfect moment to start speaking English. They believe they need perfect grammar, a rich vocabulary, or a foreign accent before they can open their mouth confidently. But the truth is, fluency never comes before speaking. Fluency comes because of speaking. Every person who speaks English confidently today once struggled to form simple sentences. They made mistakes, forgot words, and felt nervous, but they kept going. That is why they improved. The biggest mistake learners make is thinking small words are not enough. In really, simple words are the foundation of powerful communication. A person who confidently says simple sentences every day will improve much faster than someone who only studies grammar books in silence. English is not learned by memorizing rules all day. It is learned by using words again and again until they become natural. If you know only a few basic words, that is still enough to begin. Use them daily in real life. Speak when you wake up. Speak while using your phone. Speak while looking in the mirror. And speak during normal activities. Even short sentences can build confidence. The more you use English in your daily routine, the less fear you will feel. Many people remain stuck because they are ashamed of speaking incorrectly. But mistakes are not weakness. Mistakes are part of growth. Every wrong sentence teaches something valuable. Every attempt makes your brain stronger. The people who improve the fastest are not the smartest people. They are the people who are willing to start before they feel ready. Once you stop waiting for perfection and begin speaking with the words you already know, your confidence starts growing naturally day by day. Fear is one of the biggest reasons why people never become confident English speakers. Many learners stay silent because they worry about making mistakes, being laughed at, or sounding imperfect in front of others. They keep everything inside their mind instead of speaking openly. But the truth is, every fluent speaker once made hundreds of mistakes while learning. Nobody becomes perfect in the beginning. Confidence is built through practice, errors, and experience. When a child learns to speak, nobody expects perfect sentences immediately. Children repeat words incorrectly many times before they learn properly. Yet they continue speaking without fear because they are not ashamed of mistakes. This same mindset is needed when learning English. If you keep waiting until every sentence becomes perfect, you may never speak. At all. Growth starts the moment you accept that mistakes are part of learning. Many people think others are judging them harshly, but most people are focused on their own lives and problems. Even if someone laughs at your English, that should never stop your progress. Temporary embarrassment is much smaller than losing opportunities because of fear. Every time you speak, despite being nervous, your confidence becomes stronger. Fear slowly disappears when action becomes a habit. The people who improve the fastest are not always the most talented. They are the people who are brave enough to try again after making mistakes. One wrong sentence does not define your intelligence. It simply shows that you are learning something new. Every correction teaches you how to speak better next time. Instead of being afraid of mistakes, become proud of them. Mistakes mean you are practicing. Mistakes mean you are trying. And most importantly, mistakes mean you are moving forward while others remain silent. The more you speak, the more natural English will become, and one day the fear that once controlled you will completely disappear. Many people believe that speaking good English means using difficult vocabulary and long, complicated sentences. Because of this belief, they often feel insecure when they only know simple words. They stay quiet because they think their English is not impressive enough. But real communication is not about sounding complicated. Real communication is about expressing your thoughts clearly and confidently. Simple English spoken with confidence is far more powerful than advanced English spoken with fear and hesitation. Some of the most successful speakers in the world use simple language so everyone can understand them easily. They do not try to confuse people with difficult words. They focus on clarity, confidence, and connection. When your message is clear, people listen to you. Confidence in your voice matters more than showing off vocabulary that you may not fully understand. A learner who confidently says, "I want to learn," will always grow faster than someone who stays silent trying to create perfect sentences in their mind. English becomes stronger through usage, not through overthinking. The more you use simple words in daily life, the more naturally your speaking ability develops. Small words repeated consistently become part of your natural communication style. Many learners also waste time memorizing advanced vocabulary they rarely use. Instead of focusing on difficult words, focus on mastering common daily English. Learn how to express emotions, ideas, needs, and opinions using simple language. These are the skills that build real fluency. Communication does not need to be fancy to be effective. When you speak with confidence, even basic sentences sound powerful. Your energy, tone, and belief in yourself create impact. People remember confidence more than perfect grammar. Do not underestimate the power of simple words. A clear and confident speaker will always connect with others more effectively than someone who knows many difficult words but is too afraid to speak. The key is not speaking perfectly. The key is speaking fearlessly with the words you already know. Success in learning English does not happen in one day. It is the result of small efforts repeated consistently over time. Many people become excited in the beginning and practice for a few days, but then they stop because they do not see instant results. They expect fluency to happen quickly, and when it does not, they lose motivation. But language learning is like building strength in a gym. Real progress happens through daily practice, patience, and repetition. Even 10 or 15 minutes of English practice every day can create massive improvement over time. The key is consistency, not perfection. When you practice daily, your brain slowly becomes familiar with English words, sounds, and sentence patterns. Little by little speech. Aching becomes more natural and less stressful. But if you practice only once in a while, your progress becomes slow because your mind never fully adapts to the language. There are many simple ways to practice English every day. Speak in front of a mirror and listen to your own voice. Read short English sentences aloud. Watch English videos and repeat what you hear. Try describing your daily activities in English, even if your sentences are basic. Practice while walking, eating, studying, or using your phone. The goal is to make English a regular part of your daily routine instead of treating it like a difficult school subject. Many learners underestimate the power of small habits. They think short practice sessions are useless, but daily repetition creates long-term transformation. One small improvement every day may not seem important at first, but after months of practice, the difference becomes huge. Confidence grows slowly through repeated action. Some days you may feel tired or unmotivated, but discipline is more important than mood. The people who become fluent are usually the people who refuse to quit. They continue practicing even when progress feels slow. Every single day you practice, you are moving closer to becoming the confident English speaker you want to be. One of the biggest obstacles in learning English is the habit of translating everything from your native language before speaking. Many learners first create a sentence in their own language and then try to convert it into English word by word. This process takes time, creates confusion, and increases fear while speaking. Because the brain is busy translating, speaking becomes slow and unnatural. Real fluency begins when you start thinking directly in English instead of depending on translation all the time. At first, this may feel difficult because your mind is used to thinking in your native language. But just like any other skill, the brain can be trained with regular practice. Start with S. Simple everyday objects and situations. When you see a fan, think fan. When you drink water, think water. When you open a door, say open the door in your mind. These small habits slowly train your brain to connect actions and objects directly with English words without translation. Many people think fluency comes from memorizing grammar rules, but natural thinking is equally important. Fluent speakers do not stop every second to translate sentences in their head. Their minds respond automatically because they have practiced enough. The goal is not to become perfect immediately. The goal is to make English feel natural little by little through daily exposure and repetition. Watching English videos, listening to conversations, and reading simple English content can also help your brain adapt faster. The more English you hear and use, the more familiar it becomes. Over time, your mind will begin forming simple English thoughts automatically without extra effort. Translation often creates fear because learners become worried about finding the perfect equivalent for every word. But communication does not need to be perfect to be effective. Focus on expressing your ideas simply instead of translating complicated sentences. The more you think directly in English, the faster your confidence and fluency will grow. Eventually, speaking English will start feeling natural instead of stressful, and conversations will flow more smoothly without constant hesitation. The most important part of learning English is believing that you are capable of improving. Many people give up before they even begin because they convince themselves that English is only for intelligent people, rich people, or people who studied in expensive schools. They compare themselves to fluent speakers and immediately feel discouraged. But every confident English speaker once stood exactly where you are now. They also struggled with pronunciation, grammar, fear, and lack of confidence. The difference is, so that they kept believing in themselves even during difficult moments. Your background does not decide your future. It does not matter where you come from, which school you attended, or how weak your English feels today. What truly matters is your willingness to continue learning. Success in English is not about talent alone. It is about patience, courage, and consistency. A person with strong determination can achieve more than someone with natural talent who quits easily. Many learners destroy their confidence by comparing their journey to others. They see fluent speakers online and think they will never reach that level. But comparison only creates negativity and fear. Instead of focusing on how far others have gone, focus on your own progress. If you know more words today than you knew last month, that is progress. If you can speak with slightly more confidence than before, that is growth. Small improvements matter. There will be moments when you feel embarrassed, frustrated, or I'm tired. Some days your pronunciation may feel weak and some conversations may not go well. But difficult moments are temporary. Every successful learner faces challenges before becoming fluent. What matters is refusing to stop. Believe in your ability to grow step by step. Confidence is not something people are born with. Confidence is built through action and repetition. Every time you practice, you prove to yourself that improvement is possible. The more you believe in your potential, the stronger your mindset becomes. One day, the English that once felt impossible will become a natural part of your life because you decided not to give up on yourself.